So I know I said it before, but it can't always be about upgrades and speed runs. Sometimes you just gotta slow it down. So we're gonna do just that and make us a turtle today. Or two. So in dealing with cement, it can be tricky because of timing issues and lack of preparation. So to prepare for this project, I want to cover a couple of things. So the first thing is the directions, pretty much useless. I mean, they give you good ideas, but they leave out key components. They'll help you with the project. So now to conserve time, I'm only going to work with the one mold today, but I do want to confirm that the same amount of cement goes in both of these molds. So over here we have all our types of protections, our eye protection, breathing protection, and your hand protection. We have our vegetable oil and our brush to lubricate our mold. And I have 3 buckets here, a bucket full of water, my weighing bucket, and my mixing bucket. And today we're going to go ahead and use the Quikrete 5000, which I'm going to add a little rapid set concrete mix into it so I can get it to set today so we can take it out the mold and I can finish the video today. So when applying the vegetable oil, my only tip would be do a very light film. But the thicker the film that you have, the more air bubbles that you're going to see on the back of the turtle. And you want to spread it all around. You want to get every crack and crevice along with his tail and his flippers. So when you're done, it'll look a lot like this. It'll have a thin sheen on everything, including the walls. Now if you look here, on the upper portions, I don't have any oil, and I'll explain that in a minute on why that's not looking all juicy. But now our mold is prepared. Now on this one, you're just gonna have to call me concrete stupid. And this was my big problem with the directions that were given. How much concrete do you use and how much water do you mix with the concrete before you do your pour? Well, through a lot of research on the internet, I was still confused. So I had to do an experimentation on my own. For me, the perfect combination is 16 pounds of concrete to I really don't know how much water, just until I get a good mixture. But I know to fill that mold, I use 16 pounds of concrete. Now how do I determine that? Well, I have a measuring bucket here. By the second time of weighing it, I got tired and I made a mark on both sides of the bucket to determine the level of cement that I'm gonna put in here before I pour it into my mixing bucket. So now in the bucket, I have 14 pounds of the Quikrete 5000 and 2 pounds of the rapid set. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix it while it's dry. And now that it's mixed with the rapid set, it makes it much lighter and easier to work with. So now we're dealing with our mixing bucket. And in there, I'm gonna go ahead and add my water in first. Now there are 2 schools of thought when it comes to the water. Some people say just always use cold water no matter what, where others determine the temperature outside. If it's cold outside, use warm water. If it's warm outside, use cold water. So I'm somewhere in the middle and we're using lukewarm water. So you just want to start with a little bit of water. Now I would normally pour it in, but for the sake of filming and the dust, I'm going to go ahead and scoop it in. Now all you got to do is mix it. And then I just add more to get the consistency of the texture I want. Now as far as the consistency, cement is much like oatmeal. It all depends on who is actually eating it or what you're using it for in this matter. Now I like a consistency about like that for this particular project because I want to pour it into the mold. It really matters only that you have no dry material within your mixture, that it's all mixed. Now here I like to pour in just the first half and then make my adjustments for the second half. So now once you have the first half in there, you want to go ahead and shake it up a little bit. And then just continue with the rest. And last but not least, you just want to leave it on some level ground and I'll go ahead and wrap a bag around it a little bit later. So with that, my friends, I'll see you in about 5 hours. So I was able to wait 4 hours, but not 5 hours. I'm losing a little bit of daylight. Plus, I think it's hard enough for us to remove.
I will name him George, and I will hug him and pet him and squeeze him.
And there she is. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. You guys have a great night and a great start to your week. Peace out, y'all.